I went on Facebook and commented on a couple forums to see what's going on. What I found out is this could be a rookie mistake, or it could be a catastrophic mistake that will require for me to probably change the length of my axles. Let me show you what's going on. Now, if you pay attention to this right here, I'm going to show you a picture right now of what it should look like. Now, looking at that picture, this has to be flush to that. But how do I get the caliper all the way over here with the caliper fully compressed and the disc pads in the way? Well, here's the rookie mistake, and I hope this is it. Hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you a thing. Does me a lot of help. And I'm not sure how true this is, but when you have a 6-lug axle and you're going to a 5-lug axle, something about the width changes. Now, I ordered these to fit this axle, and so far they do. And I can't really see in the backside here to tell you whether or not I got a tremendous gap. I'm really hoping that this is the lip, this problem here, pushing this in is the case. If not, I've got to find some different axles, because these are 30 3/4 length axles and what was recommended for my setup. Let me disassemble all this, and then I'll bring you in close when I start driving this and see if I can get the seat properly, and then we'll put this all back together and see where we're at. That didn't work. It did not bring that in. So, man, I am stuck, because if I put this all back together, I know for a fact that caliper is not going to line up for nothing. What do you guys think? Is that too far away or too close? Because I am just stumped at this point. I guess I could take this off and mic this out and see if this edge is supposed to slide in there more, but I don't know. I guess I could try it. Well, you could tell there's a good sized lip on there, but she's sitting flush. Oh yeah, she's flush. Now, they did mention that, you know, you can shim it out back and forth, but the problem is shimming is not going to work for me because I'm too far out. So I can't bring the brackets inward. I need them to come outward. Now I'm going to put it back together the correct way. Spacer is supposed to be to the inside. So that's how we're going to do it. Now the caliper, it's all compressed too. I just want to show you that. Yeah, it's not working out. So this needs to be flat against that. But man, look. Maybe I can get it in there. Let me take this out. Yeah. See, boys, she don't want to go. Like, I just have to go this way with this whole assembly, just a smidge. Y'all tell me what you think, man. I don't know what to do here. I don't know how I can get this axle or this disc in any further than it already is. So let me mess with it a little bit and I'll figure it out, and I'll get back, tell you what the conclusion is.
2 hours later.
Oh man, have I been fighting this. Man, I've tried every which way but Sunday. And it required me not using this dang spacer is just too thick for the axle width, whatever you want to call it. And this is what I did. Make fun of me or not, but I think I got the same objective accomplished. You guys critique and let me know. Check it out. I just wind up putting washers in there until I got the correct gap there. I set the parking brake. Everything's nice and firm. I like to say it's centered. People might critique me on that. There you go. About as good as I can do with what I got. I mean, I guess I can go get some spacers machined, or go take this and go have it milled down. I'll wind up, you know, if I'm doing that, I'm gonna mic it out, but I want to show you how close this is. Get that in focus there. Yeah, it's that much of a difference. Now, I did have everything on with the bracket and the brake pads and everything set. The only problem I ran into is I was so bound up against this pad, I couldn't even move the wheel. I mean, I couldn't even move the disc. It was that tight against here because I had that thing shoehorned in there and she wasn't moving. And a part of me said, run it until she wears down. That's what you'll need to do. Well, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this thing ain't gonna be running anytime soon, and I need to push it across the shop here and there, and I sure as heck don't need the brakes locked up in the rear to do so, because it's already be a pain in the butt. But I haven't done the other side, but I'll show you what I did over there, and you tell me what difference this makes on how the caliper floats back and forth. I don't know, I kind of made it work this way, but it wasn't really centered. And mind you, I don't have the disc bolted down, so she's on there loose. So here is with the bracket on the outside, and I got this nasty little space that people tell me that you can't have that. This has to be flush against that. Well, it ain't gonna work that way. I mean, I got it to work, but like I said, I was so bound up on the outside that I couldn't even turn the disc at all. The axle was just completely on brakes were on 100%. So I really hope this works. Now, if the washers, y'all tell me what this washer thing is, because the only thing I have a concern with the washers, I might get movement or flex. I don't know. I got these torqued to 47 foot-pounds as suggested by the bolt size and the grade, because they're grade 8 bolts. It's what I did. It's what it worked for me. You tell me what you guys think. Should I start over? Get different axles? C-clip eliminators? Y'all tell me, because right now I'm stumped. That's the only solution I have, unless you guys tell me that there's something wrong with the axle, like you need to shave the tip off or you need to do something. I don't know. Leave your comment, suggestions, whatever you think it may be. I really appreciate you guys can you know, give me a hand on this, because right now it's probably where I want her. Y'all tell me. Y'all the experts out there. Thanks for watching.